I'm gonna tell you in the next hour what you can expect going through the Colaberry program. Okay, we have some alumni that's been through the program. We're gonna hear from them, and then we're gonna tell you the options on how you can sign up. All right, so that's how this evening is gonna go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Colaberry, advance your career, change your life. This is the job transition program. Doesn't matter what field you've been in, doesn't matter what type of education level you have, as long as you have a basic education and the grit and hard work to succeed, yes, you can make it through this Colaberry program. So I am your host tonight, Ali Muakil. I changed my position. I'm actually director, okay? And basically I started building this program about 10 years ago, okay? It has been my baby, it has been my passion, it has been my life. I have pretty much given my life to helping others succeed. I found a path. I want to help others achieve that path, okay? And that is what I do. I love changing people's lives, and that is what this whole program is about. Now I have my lovely VP of admissions, Juliet. Juliet, are you there?
Hey, hey, hi guys.
Hey. So I'm gonna handle the first part of the presentation, and then once we get towards the end, we're gonna bring Juliet in, and she's gonna school y'all on how to get started. Any quick words you wanna give, Juliet, before we get started?
I just want to say, stay tuned. We've got a lot. Stay till the end. You want to hear from alumni. They're not prepped. They're just going to give you the good, bad, and the ugly. And they're going to tell you some stories about how they made it. Stay tuned.
All right. Exciting.
Awesome.
All right. So some of our instructors. Now, Colaberry, think of Colaberry as a family. Okay. So that means that all of our instructors, all of our TAs, everybody is a product of the Colaberry community. That means all of our instructors were at your point at one point in time, okay? They went through the program, they working in the field, they got a job in the field, they working in the field, and now they want to give back. They want to come back and help others succeed. Chantel, for example, is a manager at a huge banking company, a huge mortgage company in DFW, okay? Samir, he actually works for Microsoft as a manager, doing big things, right? All of our instructors work in the field. All of them have these great positions that you so desire, okay? A lot of them in management spots. And they come and they school you on the work, and they help you progress and achieve. Okay, and we have a very good unit. We have lots of great instructors. We have over 40 mentors, okay, that are there once you make it to the second portion of the program. So we have a very tight-knit community that is there to help you. If we want to understand how these new jobs came to be, where they came from, how did they come up so fast? Like, what is happening? If you want to understand that, you got to look back at history, okay? Starting with our first technology, which was the printing press, that was way back in 1400, okay? It wasn't for another 200 years that we developed another technology, which was the telescope, and then another 150 years before the steam engine. And as you can see, rounding out the 21st century, when you talk about the internet, cell phones, DVDs, you talk about social media, all of these things create data. Okay, our growth in technology is directly correlated to the growth in data. All of these technologies collect massive amounts of data. And the reality is 65% of kids starting kindergarten, first grade, will work in a field that does not yet exist. Think about that, okay? Half of our jobs are going to be affected in the next 15 years. Think about that. Now, it's new, but when you classify the jobs, it's not uncommon what's happening now. If you look back, going back to 1982, you can see that when you classify the jobs, these type of jobs have been on the rise for the last 40 years. Okay? Non-routine versus routine. Am I doing a routine job? Am I doing the same thing over and over again? And then you look at cognitive versus manual. Cognitive, I have to use my mind. I have to think through my problem, a lot of problem solving, versus a manual job where I'm doing the grunt work. And so where these jobs classify is non-routine cognitive. You're not going to be doing the same thing every day, okay? And you got to think and figure your way out through the issues. And those jobs have been on the rise since 1982, okay? And so all of these jobs fall into that same category. And so when you look at those new age jobs, then you can see where they fall in line. Now, it would be great if we could just stuff everybody in the room and say, okay, learn this information and get these jobs. So when you look at hardness to fill, how hard it is to fill the job, those are the jobs to the right. And then you look at the projected growth, okay? These jobs are hard to fill, but yet they have a huge trajectory on their growth. And you can see that we focus mainly on these disruptor jobs that are hard to fill and they have the projected growth. So all of these new jobs you see from the growth in technology, they're going into this disruptors category. So what is analytics? Analytics is the scientific process of transforming data into insight for making better decisions, offering new opportunities for a competitive advantage. Make no mistake, it is about the money. And when you look at Amazon and you look at these companies that are rising, okay, that are doing very well, the reason they are doing very well is because they understand how to use their data, okay? They understand what the tendencies of their customers are, and they create a better experience. When you go on to Amazon, you feel secure that you're not gonna be scammed, okay? You look at products that other people, okay, people that have looked at this product have also looked at this product, right? So you get suggestions, you feel secure what you're buying, and all they're doing is taking the data and giving it back to you in a way that you feel better, okay? And the better experience you can create for your customers, the more they'll want to spend with you, the more they'll want to engage, the more they'll want to keep on buying your products, okay? So the better you are at analytics, the more money you make as a company. And so you look at the jobs and you look at data analytics in particular, 43% of companies are currently experiencing skill gaps, okay? So that means that 43% of companies can't find people to work in data analytics. Now, when you look at the next 2 years, add 22% to that. When you look at the next 3 to 5 years, add another 22% to that. So that means in the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to have 88% of companies that are experiencing skill gaps in data analytics. So they cannot find enough people that actually know what they're doing. So what needs to happen, right? People need to become more data literate. So what does data literacy entail? Is all of the aspects of the data, meaning number one is you understand the collection of data, right? Data comes in through internet forums, data comes in through sensors, right? They have satellites in the sky, okay? One of our biggest partners is a company called Monsanto. And one of the things that Monsanto does is they help farmers basically get the most out of their crops. So they have satellites in the sky. They run these algorithms on the different parts of the farmland. And these algorithms are able to tell them which sections need to be watered more, which sections need more fertilization, okay? And when you have that, you can basically maximize on your crop and make sure, I mean, listen, if you mess up on a crop, you're just gonna lose money. So if you have an inside information into which parts of my farm need to be watered, need more of this chemical, need more of this, whatever, okay, then with that information, it's going to up your chances of having a successful crop, okay? So you can maximize on your revenue. And so there's all different ways to collect information. But then you also got to understand how to transform the data, how to model the data. All the data doesn't come in looking the same, okay? You got to understand how to visualize the data. And then last but not least is you got to understand how to communicate that to the business. Okay, if you understand what's happening with the data, but you can't communicate that, then you're not helping the business. So data literacy is about understanding all of these aspects of data. And when you look at the demand for data analysts and BI developers, you'll see that 20% of data analysts jobs will see a 20% growth from 2018 to 2028. Okay, the job is definitely on the rise. 50% of companies have adopted AI in at least one business function. So this thing is on the rise. Companies are like, we got to analyze our data so we can get more business. Okay. So all of the companies are understanding that, and all of the companies are making the adjustments so they can be more data driven. 85% of companies will adopt the big data and analytics. That's this year. Okay. And then 96% of companies are planning on hiring permanent staff in data analytics, okay? So all of the numbers are on the board, and it's obvious that, hey, data is on the rise, these positions are on the rise, and it's unlike anything that we've ever experienced. So how can you achieve your career goals and personal goals through Colaberry? So Colaberry has a multi-pronged learning approach, okay? Obviously, we do training, but we also bring back people that have been successful in the program, working in the field for mentoring. Okay, we have internships to help you see what it's like to work in the field so you can get quickly acclimated to the job. All right, and then we focus on getting people jobs. Now, what we're doing is not something that's common, okay? And you could tell by the different awards that we've won, all right? What we're doing is we're using data to accelerate the time it takes you to learn, because there's no entry-level positions out there, okay? Nobody's looking for someone who just started learning data, okay? They're looking for experience. They're looking for people that have built projects, okay? They understand what's going on. They understand how to get the insight out of the data, okay? And so we've been recognized for different awards, such as MIT Solve. Everybody knows about MIT. MIT gave us an award. We entered a competition with them from over 1,100 companies in over 100 different countries. And we ended up being one of the top companies out of that as the work of the future solver. If you look on Course Report, we're rated one of the best data analytics and data science boot camps. All right. General Motors. Everybody knows General Motors. They've given us an award for advanced prize technologies, artificial intelligence for the betterment of humanity. We use the data to accelerate your learning so that you can leave this program as someone more equipped to be at 3 to 5 years of experience. Okay, nobody wants a rookie. Nobody wants someone that's new on the data. So our program is designed to accelerate your learning so where when you're getting a job, you're equivalent to someone with about 3 to 5 years experience. 9 out of 10 students rate their instructor a 9. 95% of students would recommend this course. 92% of students would take another course. This is just a few of the companies that people from Colaberry work, but trust me, there's a lot more, okay? There's a lot. I mean, Colaberry has been doing this for the past 10 years. We've gotten people into a lot of companies. Okay, now they're, some are directors, some are data scientists, some are managers. Okay, so we have a very huge network. So let's talk about what it takes to succeed at Colaberry. All right, so the first portion of the program is 3 months. That's what you guys are signing up for. Okay. The first 3 months, 2 days per week, okay? this program, it's a job, it's a career transition program. So we understand you got responsibilities, you got things that you're doing, okay? So the program is built in a way to where you can still succeed even if you have a job and work at a full-time job. So the 2 times for the class are Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30, okay? And then Saturday, 9 to 1. Those are the 2 times that you will attend class. Now, not including those times, you're going to spend about 15 to 20 hours a week outside of the class working on assignments, okay? This is hands-on, people, okay? There's no fluff about the Colaberry program, okay? There's no fluff, okay? There's no shortcuts. It is hands-on, okay? And everything we do is about real-world scenarios, okay? Everything you do is hands-on. You can't go on to a company, get an error, and that's the first time you've seen the error. No, you have to have what we call muscle memory, where you've written enough code to where you're comfortable. Okay, I got an error. I remember, when I need to fix that. Okay, you got to be more experienced, and you get more experience through more examples, through more projects. We will build you an entire project portfolio as you work through these projects. And we have a very tight-knit community, okay? The biggest thing that you'll get going through this program is the community, okay? Because even after you get your job, we're trying to help you get to that next job. We're trying to make you successful at your job, okay? And so this is the community. And once you have made your way through this process, your family, okay? And we're going to continue to help you throughout your entire career. Now, that first 3 months is tough, okay? That first 3 months is rough. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? You got to be focused. You got to be dedicated. You got to have your mind right. And you got to be willing to say, this is a priority in my life, okay? Because we have the path for you, but you have to be super committed to the process or it doesn't work, okay? If you're not ready to commit this time, if you're not ready to commit to the process, then you shouldn't sign up, okay? It's not about showing up to a few classes and then I go get this. No, okay? The field needs people that know what they're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't be in this field. Plain and simple. Okay? Now, when you make it past the first program, the first 3 months, by the way, we encourage you to work ahead. If you finish early, you can start on the second portion of the program. You don't have to wait for your class. But when you make it to the second portion of the program, you're immediately going to be assigned a mentor. Okay? This mentor is someone who has been through the program, they're now currently working in the field, and who better to help you through this process than someone like that? You will work on real-world projects as you go through this process. Everything we do is data-driven. That means we're accelerating your learning. If you say, what is Colaberry's secret sauce? It's the ability to accelerate your learning and your experience level faster than it would normally take. Okay? When you start preparing for interviews, guess what? We're going to help you build your resume. We're going to give you mock interviews. Okay? And we're going to submit for positions for you. All you got to do is go through the curriculum and get ready for the interviews. Okay? Because you're going to have to sell yourself. And we're going to spend the whole time giving you the skills that you need to help you sell yourself so you can crack that interview. And then once you do get that job, guess what? We provide lifelong career assistance, all right? Placement services. You out of a job, we got you. You need help on your job, we got you, okay? This is the community. It's not about getting you that first job. It's about making sure that you're successful in life, period. So when you look at the curriculum, what are we teaching? Well, it's about data. And a part of that is creating reports. Okay, graphs. We got to tell the companies what's going on. Okay, it's about using SQL, SSRS, SSIS, ETL, things you'll learn as you go through the program. Okay, you'll learn all the hottest tools on the market. We got those available for you. And then when it's all said and done, we're going to build you a portfolio and we're going to document your projects. And that's ultimately what's going to get you a job. Matter of fact, before I let you go today, I'm going to show you the best resume you ever seen. And this resume is what every student has when they're on the market. Okay. And so we're going to teach you to apply your skills and knowledge. We're going to give you the platform to learn at an exponential rate. And then we're also going to create your portfolio, which is ultimately going to get you hired. And so when you talk about the class, again, Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30. We have Saturday, 9 to 1. We're at 15 to 20 hours per week outside the class that you need to focus. And make sure you're doing your homework assignments and getting that experience. Your experience comes through your homeworks, okay? And we have a great support staff of TAs, those are teaching assistants, communities of peers. We have an app, Colaberry app, where you can ask questions, get help, okay? So we have the whole piece that you need. Now, when you talk about the first portion of the program, the first 3 months, that is a $2,000 investment in yourself, okay? Now, I understand that 15 to 20% of you guys are gonna fall out of the program. And I know that's a shock to hear, but hear me out, okay? This program is for people that are focused, that are dedicated, and they're ready to take their life to the next level, ready to take their career to the next level. That is going to take a lot of hard work, okay? So if you got a lot of drama in your life, you can't lock down, you can't make Colaberry a priority for the next year, then the program's not going to work for you, okay? So to understand how it works, you go through this first 3 months. If you make it through the first 3 months, then I'm very confident that we can get you a job in the field. But you're going to have to show and prove, okay? And you got $2,000 to get that shot, okay? Now, you make it through the first portion of the program, there's the second portion. The second portion is designed to take you from the first portion and get you ready for the job. Okay, I'm talking help you with your resume, help you with your project work, help you with your LinkedIn page. We're gonna submit for positions for you. We're gonna get you ready for the interviews. I mean, I'm talking about the whole shebang, okay? Now, when you join that second portion of the program, the cost is $15,000. Now, you can get a 20% discount if you pay up front. That's one payment option. Another payment option is pay as you play, okay? It'll be $250 a month until you get placed. Once you get placed, you take the $15,000, you subtract all your $250,000 or 250 payments, and then the rest of the amount you pay off within the next year after you get your job. Okay, so that's one payment option. Again, it's $250 a month until you get placed. Okay, so let's say it took you 4 months. That's $1,000. You get placed, we take the $15,000, we subtract the $1,000 you already paid, you owe $14,000 over the next 12 months. That's payment option number one, okay, or payment option number two, okay? And then the third option is Stride. It's an ISA, income share agreement. It's like a loan, okay? It doesn't have the interest of a loan, but it has other fees and different things. But it's specifically designed for people that are taking a program that's designed to get them a job, okay? If you're not making $36,000, you don't have to pay back this loan. Okay? So there's certain stipulations. It's designed for you to get a job through the field. And basically, you have 9 months from the time you sign up for the second portion before you got to start paying back. Okay? So the idea is you go through the program, you put your focus in, you get placed so you can pay it back. Okay? And be comfortable paying it back. Okay? So those are the 3 different payment options. Pay up front, 20% discount, $250 a month. Once you get placed, you subtract the amount you paid with the $15,000 and you owe the rest of 12 months. And then you have a stride, which is going to fund your education up front. But after 9 months, as long as you're making over $36,000, you need to pay them back. Okay, so those are the 3 options that we have in terms of payment. And I will come and talk to you guys, you know, on the first day, and I'll come talk to you at different points of the program, and we'll talk about all of this. But I just want to give you an overall assessment of how it is right now. Now, this brings us to, I told you guys, I was going to show you guys the best resume you ever seen. So now we're going to follow my man, Tyreek, who got placed maybe about 6-7 months ago. He has now obtained employment in the field. And what I want to do is I want to show you his resume because it mirrors the resume that you guys will have once you complete this program. Now, I don't call it a resume. I call it the resume experience. So why do I call it the resume experience? Let me show you. So here you have, you know, I mean, it's a basic resume. You got all your accolades and all of that. But I want to focus on the top part, okay? Because your resume, when you get to the end of this program, is going to have these links up here. And this links creates what I call the resume experience, okay? So number 1 is we look at digital resume. And I told you Tyreek is someone who has been through this program, okay? He did very well as he went through the program, and now he's working in the field. So I'm gonna use him as an example, okay? So this is what his digital resume looked like. We have links to his bio, which I'll show you more in a little bit, his LinkedIn. Companies can actually schedule an interview directly with you by clicking on this button. He created a project. Everyone will create a project when you get to the end of the program. This project, you pick the data set, okay? You pick the data set. It is your project. It is unique to you. And we're going to use that project to help get you hired, okay? So when you look at, you click on the project, you look at his portfolio, you can see his project. He did his analysis. Okay, he gave insight, and then ultimately, he even had a dashboard where we can actually click on it and interact with the dashboard and look at the insights ourselves. Okay, so not only will the clients be able to analyze how you approach projects, but also be able to play with your work, okay? We have communication skills. You will create anywhere from 40 to 50 videos as you go through this process. We're gonna showcase your best videos on your digital resume. We give you the opportunity to earn digital badges as you go through the program, okay? Here's his digital badge for data analytics. If we click on the digital badge, it's going to show all of the skills that you needed to obtain to get that badge. We also have, he won an event through Colaberry. We have events every single week. Every single month we have events, and we have people competing, skills competitions. And Tyreek actually won. And so here is his digital resume, which paints a better picture of his skill set. And so now going back to the resume, you have that's the digital resume. That's just one link. A lot of information, Just one link. We move on to the next link. Why hire me? We're gonna have you put together a pitch.
Hi, so why should you hire me? Over the years, I've had the pleasure in working in the financial sales field for multiple industries from banking, mortgage, telecommunication, and debt settlements. The aspect of problem solving in the data and IT industry is what gravitated me to this field. As an inquisitive person, I am very ambitious, confident, and love the challenge of doing the impossible. And this is why I believe being a Power BI developer.
Look at Tyreek doing his thing, right? He's speaking the part, looking the part. Okay, communication skills. Communication will be the biggest reason you get your job. And I told you earlier about the competitions we have. We have skill competitions where when you complete your project, you got to create a video explaining what insights you found in your data. That's what the companies want. What is going on with my data? So let's watch just a little bit of Tyreek's cap competition that he actually won first place in.
All right, so good evening. My name is Tariq, and today I'll be going over is the American dream achievable? The main motivation of this project actually came from a personal standpoint. As I've been looking to purchase a home for the past couple of years, the price on homes has been a deterrent, and one of the main reasons why I actually moved back to Dallas from Los Angeles. So what is the American dream? So to calculate the median as well as a mean. So for my, the price to income ratio itself is the ratio between the price of a median home to that of the median annual household income. So it's used to measure the long-term affordability. The ideal ratio is 2.6, which means a household can afford a house if its price is equivalent to 2.6 years of their income. So once any of us gets placed and we are earning that $100,000 per year, it means your house should be no more than $260,000. Have exploded over 125% increase, while wages have only increased by about 25%. Everyone else nationwide. So their income clocks at around 51,000 compares to the nationwide at 44,000. Thus, they have the lowest price to income ratio at 4.38, and decade over decade.
Imagine yourself being able to talk to the data. Okay, this is a data set that he picked. He wanted to learn more about the income to debt ratio. He wanted to learn about home affordability in the US. Which parts are more affordable depending on where you live, right? He was able to analyze the data and create a story that was compelling enough to tell the story of the data. Here, when you go and create videos, you're going to create 40 to 50 videos. These videos are going to be over the most commonly asked interview questions.
Good evening, my name is Tariq, and today we're going to be talking about the various types of sources that I've worked with in the current project and in past projects. But before we get to the sources, we basically just want to talk about why we utilize sources. So in regards to data sources.
All right, so you see him doing his thing, but also we want to provide the demo, okay? What work, whenever you create a project, you got to put together the entire project and then create a video on the project.
Let me ask you a question. How many of you have submitted a ticket to Colaberry support? How many of you have spent an hour checking your email every 5 minutes to see if support has replied back to your ticket? And your whole day is wasted because you couldn't get the issue fixed on time. Has this happened to you? It's happened to me on more than one occasion. Have you ever wondered if there was a system in place to track the response rate and efficiency of Colaberry support staff? Well, there is. And the system is called the Zendex ticket.
All right, so you see, putting together a compelling story, okay, analyzing the problem statement, which KPIs you use, the data dictionary, all right, and then finding the insights in the data, which is what the companies want to see, okay? These are all of the skills that you're gonna learn by going through this program. And then you look at creating dashboards, okay? You create dashboards that you then invite your hiring managers to come and look at. Notice this dashboard is up to date, being updated. I can click on it I can see different things. Okay. This is what our support tab. If you send the email to support@colaberry.com, that is what this data is reading. Okay. How many tickets did we get in? What time of the day did most of the tickets come in? Okay. We can drill down. We can see what tickets were created, where they responded to. How long did it take us to respond? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? All of that we can analyze. And at the end of the day, it's about how well are you able to take the data and create a project or give insights into what the data is saying. So that is Tyreek's resume. Okay. Again, I call it the resume experience. I already know it's the best resume y'all done seen. Y'all looking at that resume, y'all like, man, if I only had one of those, right? I get it. I get it. No need to be jealous though, because that's going to be you in a little bit. Okay. So I'm just the messenger here, but I'm letting you know that's going to be you in a hot minute. So let me pop up this presentation or actually, I want to talk to some of the alumni that's been here. Okay, so you guys can hear, I know I'm biased. Okay, I helped build the program, I'm hyping it up. But Madison.
Hello.
Hey, I know, what has it been, like a couple of weeks? I mean, you fresh, you new on the job. How long has it been?
I actually haven't quite started yet. I start November 2nd, but I've been undergoing background checks and security clearances for now.
Okay, so what type of job do you have?
The clients I'll be dealing with are anywhere from the Secretary of Defense all the way through to transportation, NASA, other clients as well. So that's why the security clearances, but I will be on as an engineer specialist. So data engineer specialist. It's a glorified title, but basically a Tableau developer.
Gotcha. So what was your experience like going through the program?
Going through the program, it was rough. I actually started out as a chef. So I didn't have any computer knowledge really, you know. I didn't have to mess with it at that point. Ingredients was my thing. So going through the program, I started out in March 14th, 2020 for the boot camp. And going through the boot camp, and once COVID hit, I was like, man, this is cool. I'm going to continue with the Colaberry. So I picked up Tableau, and I was in for a whole nother, I think roughly a year, just due to my family situation. So it took me a little bit. I hit my head against the wall a couple times. I thought I was going to give up, but I kept pushing through, and here I am. So I never thought I was going to get a job making this much and doing something that I really care about. So
what's the biggest piece of advice you would give to everyone on the call?
Don't ever give up. Have confidence in yourself, because that's something I had to re-evaluate within myself going through the program. Just kind of telling myself that I got this, because it's a whole new world, right? You're learning a lot of different languages. And so sometimes you can sit there and doubt yourself and your abilities to be able to learn those things, but that's not really the case. You can push through that, and you can get there. So
fantastic advice, and thank you so much. We wish you the best going into your new job. You still got a little bit of time. You nervous?
I am very nervous.
You should be. You should be. That's part of the process. But you feel confident that you'll be able to do the job once you get there, though, right?
Oh yeah, everybody I've spoke to so far, as far as my team and everything, they're like, you have more knowledge than most of the people that you're going to be working with. And I was like, oh, okay. So.
All right, awesome. Well, we wish you the best, and we appreciate you for coming by.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Awesome. Aminat, you there, Aminat?
I am.
Awesome. How long has it been, and what is your job role?
It's been almost a year.
Almost a year. Okay.
December.
What is your job role?
I'm a Tableau developer.
Okay. So tell us, how has your life changed since you've been through Colaberry and got your job?
Wow.
What's the biggest, we don't have much time, but what's the biggest accomplishment that you've gotten?
I got to pay my mom's car note off.
Wow.
So that was the biggest accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how how do you feel in your new role? And I mean, it's been a year now. How do you feel in the position?
I feel great. I feel good. Actually, at my workplace, they love what I do, and my managers, they want me to do all the like the director. Whenever he has a specific project, he goes, "Aminat, I want you to do it." So it's been amazing.
So you've already built up some rapport there and everything, huh?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So how well do you like your job on a scale of 1 to 10?
11.
11.
Yes.
And I assume you like those paychecks?
Oh yes. Very much
nice,
so.
Right? So what's the biggest piece of advice you would give to everyone who's potentially starting the class in the next week or so?
I would just tell them, don't give up, work hard. It may look like it's too good to be true. I thought that way, but it's not. And get ready, because Ali is going to grill you. I did not like Ali during the process. I'm just going to say.
You're not supposed to like me during the process. Okay?
After the process and I got the job, I was like, okay, that's why Ali was pushing like that. So yeah, get ready.
All right, awesome. Well, we appreciate you, Aminat, for coming by. We really appreciate your feedback.
Thank you.
Continue your success. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Sakithia.
Hi, Ali.
Oh, I know it ain't been nothing but about maybe 3 weeks. How long has it been?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And what's your role?
I'm a senior system administrator.
You just starting off on the senior level?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so tell us what your last 2 weeks have been like for you.
It's been easier than the homeworks, that I can tell.
Well, listen, we got to make sure you prepare for every type of position, okay? Your position might have been a little lighter, but how you feeling though? Like, what's your vibe like in there? You feel like you know what you're doing? You feel like you're getting acclimated? What's your thoughts?
Well, at first, before I started, I was a little bit scared because that was my first IT job. I used to be in the healthcare, so I didn't know what I'll find there. All those corporate office, I've never worked there. So I was scared. But when I got there, everybody was very welcoming, and it's mostly SQL job. So it's very, very, very easy. Senior system administrator. I'm like a SQL database developer. So it's pretty easy. It's very easy. Everything is very down to earth. I don't have much to do. And I like the free time. I like the fact that I can make my schedule. Everything is more flexible now. I have time for me, for my family. So it's great.
Have you gotten that first paycheck yet?
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Look, y'all, she ready for it. Look, she know when that check coming through.
Yes, it's tomorrow.
Check yet?
No.
Check yet. Okay. We're gonna wake up tomorrow morning and we're gonna be thinking, man, I wonder what her face looking like when she got that first check.
Yes.
So what's the biggest piece of advice you would give everyone who possibly starting the class next week?
Okay, what I can say is, like everybody said, don't give up. It's going to be tough in the middle, but do not give up. Just find good classmates to have a good network, because with your network, you'll be able to finish the program. That's what helped me. I had good classmates and people who always checked on me, and people I could rely on, who can do our homeworks together. And another thing is, you have to grab all the opportunity that you have, because Colaberry has a lot of events on Eventbrite. So don't just wait until the end before you get interested into knowing what the tools are. Just go whenever there is an event and they send something in your email, jump on it, go see what they offer, because that's how I got my opportunity and I had my job even before finishing the program. So go for it.
Awesome. You did an awesome job. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you for coming by, and we wish
Thank
you the best. All right, last up, we gotta keep it moving. I gotta pass it back to Juliet. Juliet looking at me like, hey, Ali, you ran out of time. So George, are you there?
How you doing?
All right. How long has it been, man?
Well, I finished in July.
What type of job role you got?
So I'm a BI software tester.
You still in the military, man? What you doing? You on?
Yeah, I'm doing my drill weekend, man. I'm trapped today.
Listen, man, Colaberry, listen, I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I built this program off of what I learned from the Marine Corps boot camp, okay?
Right.
So
you know the uniform.
Yeah, exactly. Look at him, still serving the country. Now you making money. You've been in the field 6 months. How them paychecks looking?
I got offered a very good amount of money.
So how you feeling because of that?
Oh, it's great, man. My salary kind of 2.5 right now from what I was getting before.
2.5. Don't tell us that, man. Don't tell us 2.5.
Yeah, it did 2.5x on what I was getting before. So I'm pretty much, set up for that. I'm waiting to swim in those 6 figures.
Awesome, man. You look real good in your military uniform right now. Go ahead and pop your collar for us one time.
Thank you, sir.
I said pop your collar for us one time.
Oh, come on.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. We appreciate you for stopping by, George. We wish you the best of luck. Hey, Juliet, I'm sorry. I'm running a little low. I know. Listen, we do value your time, but I wanted to make sure y'all got that different perspective other than the staff, I wanted to make sure you got that feel of what it is like when you graduate from Colaberry. This is a life-changing program. Juliet, tell them about their financing options. It's all yours.
Awesome. Thank you, General. Thanks to Ali, and thank you to all of the alumni who came to tell their story. I told you to stick around. You were in for a treat. So good to see. Oh my gosh, George, thank you for your service. Hey, we're going to get through this quickly because I want to make sure you guys are able to leave on time. Okay, so we're talking financial options, right? So you might be thinking, okay, I love what I'm hearing, but I don't know how to get started, right? Ali talked about how much it is. Okay, so this is what we offer as Colaberry. Number one, we offer free financial counseling, literally just about Monday through Friday, right? And via email, of course, you can reach us at any time. Free financial counseling, and we do have career advisors who are here for you. We have flexible payment plans. Right, so the program, the DA program is $19.99. You can you can either pay the whole amount up front, or you can pay half up front, and then the other half 30 days after the class. So your class starts on the 29th, so 30 days. So that will be about November 29th, November 30th. You make the other half. The only difference is that there is a non-refundable admin fee of $51. So it ends up being about $2,051. All right, we do accept major credit cards. And you see this bird right here, early bird special. Listen, you already know you want to stay ahead. Your friends already told you, you've heard from everyone, stay ahead, stay ahead. And so this is one way we give back, is by allowing you to do exactly that and help you keep some money in your pocket. The holidays are coming around, put some money in your pocket, save it for another time, right? So the early bird special is where you save $199 for paying early, and you start your course quickly. Please, you got to do that. So I went through the program in 2012. I'm telling you, you need to stay ahead. This is not a myth. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, for veterans, if you're like George and you're serving our country, or you're a spouse of an active duty military member, military member, call us. Your deadline is next Wednesday. So I'm going to show you this. Introducing, this is brand new, guys. This is brand new. We've worked so hard to get here. It's been years, and we're so excited to have the support of an amazing organization called Meritize. I can't tell you how many times we've gotten students who said, I want to join this program. I don't have the money. I can't qualify for any of the scholarships, like military scholarships. How do I get a student loan? And we are finally able to say, yes, you can. So Meritize is very focused on only providing student scholarships. And what they say is they want to help students pay for programs that unlock better careers. They only work with students who are focused on getting a new career. So they look beyond your FICO score, right? Your credit score, right? They look beyond your FICO score and use your previous academic or military achievements to help you get approved. So you want to know more about that? Please call us. Next, here There's some benefits. You can take a screenshot of this. We're going to be sending more information out to you guys before the class begins. If you want to apply for it, it just takes about an hour to get approved. And this is actually very important to know. You've heard about the interview preparation bootcamp and the data analytics program. So you're going to start the data analytics program on Saturday, October the 29th. Then after you finish you graduate successfully from the program, you heard Ali talking about the interview preparation bootcamp. Well, this specific loan allows you to borrow for both programs. A lot of people have been asking about this, and I'm so excited to share this news to you. So take a screenshot of these benefits. And of course, they're going to handhold you. They will help you. And we as Colaberry are there to support you through the process. But Meritize is who you will be dealing with. And they have been so amazing. And they're known all over the country. All right. Now, finally, you might be saying, oh my gosh, a loan's not for me. I'm struggling right now. You might be getting unemployment. You are between the ages of 18 and 24, or out of school and you must be out of school, not attending any school right now. You're a U.S. citizen and you have a high school diploma and you are unemployed and there are other requirements. There is something that is called their training grants that are brought to you by WIOA. That's Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act. This is actually by the Department of Labor. We're not playing here. These guys want you working. They want the Texas Workforce Commission, the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act. They want you to be employed and they want to see good things happen for you. And so they're offering scholarships. Please call us if you have these, if you meet this criteria, 18 to 24 years of age, you can't be in college right now and or attending another school, you're U.S. citizen, permanent resident, or legally resident authorized to work in the U.S., have a high school diploma. They will take you through the process and go through the details. This is the very high level, and they've been amazing. You do need about 2 weeks. So if you are interested in this, please contact ASAP because they do need about 2 weeks. Some of them need a little bit over 2 weeks. And you do need to be from Texas for now. That's who they're accepting at this time. All right, now as I close, and I'm going to ask you just for a few extra minutes here so I can make sure that I give you all this information. You heard about the Colaberry chat. You heard about the homework help sessions. You heard about the video feedback system that you saw Tariq using there to practice. We have all sorts of opportunities and tools to help you success. And we have, if you have an employer who wants to pay for you, we will give the employer a discount, and so many other options that you've already heard about. And finally, we don't want to take for granted that you may be hearing all this and saying, but I'm a refugee. Things are really bad right now. Please call us because we have limited refugee scholarships and we want to be of help to you. All right, any questions for us? We're here for you. Please take a screenshot of this, email us at support@colaberry.com. or call us at 972-992-1024. We are available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time.